Luai and Appy take shots. The West Tigers just dropped one of the most exciting team lists of the year, and Lachlan Galvin says it's all Benji Marshall's fault. We have so much to break down in this video, so if you're new here, my name is Jordy, and I'd appreciate if you're a Tigers fan if you like and subscribe on this video. Definitely helps me in the algorithm out a ton, and we have so much that we need to talk about today, because let me tell you, this game against the Eels, it looks clean, it looks dangerous, and most importantly, it looks unified. And you know what it doesn't have in all of that? Lachlan Galvin. I'm not going to lie, like, we look better without him already. And before we get into the team list itself, I just want to say how refreshing it is to see a team list that looks like this, you know, and like all these great names, all these great players, and every single name on that list, I know without a shadow of the doubt, they are ready to go to war for the badge, for the fans, and my goodness, for the rebuild that Benji is going on. So let's talk about it. The biggest thing right now, Adam Doueihi is in at 6. That is a statement. That's the kind of move that says we can't dwell on the drama and on the past. We are going to plug the gap with someone better and someone who actually cares. And I think pairing him with Luai in the halves could be so deadly, like genuinely game changing if this is going to be the thing going forward. But we all know Latu Fainu is going to be in. But what do you think of that combo for this game? Because I see it as one of the most exciting playmaking duos we've put on the park all year and probably in a couple years. You know, Adam Doueihi has got that experience. He's got that power. Definitely has a bit of flair as well. Luai brings that vision, that tempo, and that cheeky instinct that you love to see in a half, right? The way they can balance each other out this game, I think is going to be key to unlocking the Eels and destroying them. So do you think this is the start of something long-term, or is this a short-term fix while the club figures out where to put everyone, and specifically Latu Fainu? So I personally hope Adam grabs the opportunity, runs with it, shows Benji he has what it takes to be put anywhere on the field. So let's move outside. Brent Naden is back, and I'm hyped to see him on another team list. He is such a spark plug, honestly. Like, he always has been. He brings energy, aggression, unpredictability too, which is great. He's one of those players who I think if he starts hot, he can absolutely keep the game and set the game on fire the whole way through. So are you excited as I am for his return, or are you kind of like, Adam Schmadam, whatever? But I gotta be honest with you guys, my eyes this week are glued to number 5 and number 11. We are talking our Samuela Fainu and Luke Lalili. They are going to be the future of this club. Those two, my goodness, the future. That is it, period. And now that Galvin is officially knocked back that big money deal, I think these are the blokes we reinvest that money into once we come to a conclusion on all of this. But these are the players that will be the foundation of the next 5 to 8 years of this club. Speaking of that, Turuva, he is electric. Like, he's already shown what he's capable of this season. You remember that breakout game a few weeks ago? Like, he was everywhere. Strong carries, silky finishes, and a real connection with Bula and Luai, and of course Galvin when he was in out wide. And do you think he's locked that jersey down for good? Because I think he has. And Samuela, mate, he has put on a show last week. He against the Newcastle Knights, that monstrous hit. I don't know if we were talking enough about it, honestly. He is fast, he is powerful, and he's just good at footy. And he gets better, I think, every single game that we see him play. And it's not just the defense. He's got the footwork on attack. He's got that footy IQ, and he plays with intent, and I am frothing on the guy. And then Luke Lalili, man, he is just my bloke. I've been loving the way he plays when he had that opportunity a few weeks back. I just love the bloke and think him and Skip are going to be definitely pivotal in the future as well. So if I'm in charge of contracts, I'm calling both of those boys out and Turuva into a meeting and saying, look, I want to lock you guys in. Let's build this club around you guys. Would you agree with my statement there? Same thing with the Fainu brothers. They're all stepping up. De Silva showing promise at hooker as well when he's in. Luai taking ownership of that spine now, and I genuinely feel like this is the beginning of something special. Like, yeah, losing Galvin creates a gap on paper, but in practice and reality, I think it opens doors for way better combinations, way better culture, and just hungrier players overall. I saw Galvin's little statement, my goodness, man, saying it's a career decision and that it's in his best interest for the development of his future. Mate, how is leaving a club led by Benji Marshall, literally one of the greatest halves this game has ever seen, paired up with someone like Jerome Luai, a 4-time premiership winner, and surrounded by people like Uppy and Bula, how is that, in his best interest? How is he not getting poured into? Like, we've got the best young core we've had in a decade, and somehow you're not, this is not your bench is in your best interest. Pardon me. Explain that to me, because I just don't get it. What do you guys think of that? It just makes no freaking sense. Not unless there's something shady going on behind the scenes with Isaac Moses, some premeditated offer, some other club whispering, sweet nothings about opportunity and money. And if that's the case, just say that. Just be upfront. Don't dress it up like you weren't supported here, because Benji built this club around you. We supported the heck out of you, Galvin, and now the fans have every right to feel hurt, frustrated, and honestly betrayed. And I'm not going to lie, I think the decision is going to bite him in the butt long term, because this club is coming together in a big way, and he is choosing to sit outside of it and now sit in reserve footy, like sit in just a lower grade footy. And we've got that momentum, we've got the belief, and now we've got extra cap space coming if we decide to let him go to keep the squad together, right? So that is massive. That is the stuff that premiership cores are built on. So while it sucks to lose young talent like this, I'm honestly pumped to see what we do and what this new look actually looks like for us. And I think the first step is going up against the Eels with Luai and Doueihi pulling the strings, Bula and Turuva linking up out wide, De Silva buzzing around the rock. We got Polo, May, and then Luke Lively. They're going to be bending the line, and Samuela Fainu just tearing up through the edges and holding defensively. Like, tell me this team does not look unified and united. Tell me they don't look ready to make a freaking statement this weekend, not only against the Eels, but against the NRL, saying that Galvin was the guy we needed. So what are you most excited to see? Who do you think is going to have an extreme breakout game? Can Doueihi and Luai just be the future combo, or do you think Latu Fainu and Jerome Luai will be the combo? I think it will be that, and while he's out with that thumb injury, I think this is what we're going to see for a little bit as well. So I am all for Galvin walking away. I think this is actually a huge blessing in disguise. Let me know in the comments if you are with me there. I respond to each and every comment, good, bad, or ugly. We've got a huge game ahead, guys, but this lineup, I think this is the kind of team you can build something with, and that week will actually walk away with the dub. And yeah, there is so much happening and evolving and coming out about this whole Galvin story, so this is the place. NRL Deep Dive is the place for all things on the latest West Tigers. You know how quick we get this stuff out, and how non-BS and non-biased that we are, good, bad, and ugly for this team. But guys, this is always a great year to be a Tigers fan. We really do have so much to dream big about, baby. So as always, you guys are legends. Take it easy, and Jordy out.